My beloved child, the one who has cried in silence and prayed when no one else was watching, I have seen your heart. You have waited, wondered, and asked me, God, if He loves me, why does it feel like everything is against us? And today, I want you to know the truth that has been hidden behind the veil. He loves you, but spiritual warfare is holding Him back. Forces unseen have surrounded His spirit, clouded His discernment, and chained His heart with confusion and fear. But I, the Lord your God, am intervening now. The battle that has been raging in the unseen realm is reaching its turning point, and my light is about to break through the storm that has tried to consume what I have destined to be free. You have felt the tension. You have felt His distance. You have sensed something shifting, something you couldn't quite explain. One moment His heart reaches for you, the next He pulls away as if something invisible has captured Him. This is not your imagination. This is the effect of warfare, of darkness trying to delay divine connection, of fear trying to silence love, of past wounds whispering lies into a heart that was meant to love you fully. I tell you this, not to make you afraid, but to help you understand that this is not rejection. This is resistance from an enemy who knows that together, your souls carry light so powerful that it would expose darkness around you. Do not let your heart grow weary. Do not mistake His silence for absence or His hesitation for disinterest. He is caught in a spiritual web, a war of thoughts, emotions, and fears that keep Him from moving toward you the way His soul desires. But I have heard your prayers. I have seen your tears, and I am releasing angels to cut through every chain that has bound His heart. What you thought was delay was divine timing aligning with my power to break strongholds that no human could break on their own. He has been fighting battles in his mind, battles he doesn't even fully understand. He wants peace, but he keeps finding turmoil. He wants to come closer, but something keeps pulling him back. He feels love for you. Yet there's a force trying to convince him he's unworthy of it. That force is not stronger than me. That confusion will not last much longer. My spirit is surrounding him now. I am whispering truth where the enemy spoke lies. I am bringing clarity where there was confusion, and strength where there was fear. My child, this is not a story of loss. This is a story of resurrection. What was buried under pain and fear is about to rise again under my breath. You have felt tired, yes, and you have asked me, God, how much longer? But I say to you, hold on. The shift is happening now. The warfare that has been raging has reached its limit. I am stepping into the middle of it. Every demonic voice that told him to run, every chain that tied him to the past, every shadow that convinced him love is dangerous, I am silencing them all. There are prayers you prayed months ago that are now being answered. There are angels assigned to your union that have been fighting without rest, protecting both your hearts even when you couldn't see it. You thought he forgot you, but his soul hasn't. He dreams of you, even when he doesn't understand why. He feels you in his spirit, even when logic tries to dismiss it. This is a spiritual connection, not a coincidence, not a passing emotion, but a divine thread woven by my hand. And no power of darkness can cut what I have tied together. I need you to remain strong in faith right now. Your faith is the bridge through which I am pouring light into this situation. Every time you speak words of trust, every time you surrender instead of worrying, the grip of darkness weakens. You have more power in your prayers than you realize. When you declare, "God is in control," the enemy trembles. When you praise me even in the silence, walls begin to crumble. When you choose peace instead of panic, you open the gates for miracles to enter. He is being awakened. Slowly, painfully, but powerfully. I am shaking the ground beneath his confusion. The things that used to control him will no longer have power. The fear of love, the guilt of past mistakes, the voices that told him he is not good enough, I am silencing them all. He is about to see you not just with his eyes, but with his spirit. He will realize that you were never a temptation, you were a blessing. You were never the problem, you were part of his healing. The enemy tried to turn your story into tragedy. But I am rewriting it as testimony. The tears you shed are watering the seeds of restoration. Every sleepless night, every moment you almost gave up, was seen and recorded by me. Nothing has been wasted. The pain had a purpose, to prepare your heart for the promise, to strengthen your faith for the victory, to make your love more resilient than fear. I am not a God of confusion. I am a God of alignment. When I unite souls, I do not let darkness have the final say. You will soon see signs, subtle but unmistakable, that my hand is moving. His words may shift, his energy may soften, his heart may begin to reach for you again. Don't question it when it happens. Don't doubt it out of fear that it's temporary. When I restore completely. He may still be walking through the shadows, but the dawn is near. I am sending him dreams that will open his eyes. I am bringing divine encounters that will make him reflect, heal, and remember who he truly is. You are not meant to chase him, you are meant to pray and stand in peace. Let me handle the unseen. You focus on keeping your light alive, because that light is guiding him home. You are my beloved. And I have chosen you for this connection not because it is easy, but because it carries purpose. Together, you will reveal a story of redemption and divine love that will inspire others. That is why the warfare was so strong. The enemy doesn't fight what doesn't threaten him. But your union threatens darkness because it mirrors my love, unconditional, forgiving, and transformative. I am placing a shield over you now. Every energy of doubt, jealousy, and interference sent against you is being dismantled. The more they try to separate what I have joined, the more I will draw you together in spirit. The winds that once tore you apart will now become the winds that carry you toward destiny. He will not remain lost. I am calling his name even now. His soul is awakening, and soon, he will begin to remember who he is and where his heart truly belongs. There will come a day, soon, when the pain you feel now will make sense. You will look back and see how every obstacle was actually a divine setup for breakthrough. You will understand why I asked you to wait, why I asked you to trust when everything looked impossible. You will realize that my timing was not delay, it was protection. I was not withholding, I was preparing. I was not silent, I was strategizing. When you see the shift, when he reaches out, when peace returns to your heart, remember to give me glory. For it will not be by your power, nor by his will, but by my Spirit that everything changes. The same love that created the stars is now rebuilding what darkness tried to destroy. I am breathing new life into his heart, into your bond, into your faith. Do not be afraid of what you cannot see. The battle is mine, and I have already won it. Stand firm, keep praying, keep believing. Soon, what was bound will be free. What was silent will speak. What was lost will return. My light is moving even now, and when I move, nothing can stop me. You will receive confirmation in ways that feel too precise to be coincidence. A song, a message, a dream, a moment of peace, these will be signs that I am near. Do not overthink them, just receive them as whispers from my heart. You are seen, you are chosen, and you are deeply loved. He loves you, even through his confusion. But my love is what sustains you both through the storm. Let me fight for you. Let me finish what I began. The chains are breaking, the warfare is ending, and divine order is being restored. The time of waiting is turning into a time of awakening. You are about to see the proof that I never forgot your prayer. Rest now, my beloved. The victory is already written. My beloved, you have reached the moment where heaven begins to turn the page. What was once delayed will now begin to unfold. I have not forgotten a single tear, not a single whisper from your heart. Every moment of surrender, every time you said, God, I trust you even when I don't understand, was heard in the courts of heaven. And now the answers are being released. What has been hidden is about to be revealed, and the walls that stood between you and what is yours are beginning to crumble. You have prayed for his healing, and I tell you now, healing is happening, even when you can't see it. There are nights when he still feels lost, when the weight of the past presses on him like a shadow that won't lift. But I am walking beside him through the darkness. I am touching the parts of him that were wounded long before you met him. I am softening the places in his heart that fear refused to let love enter. He is remembering, slowly, painfully, beautifully, what love truly feels like. He is remembering the warmth of your spirit, the peace in your voice, the way his soul recognized you before his mind understood. These memories are not fading, they are being stirred by my hand, for I am reminding him who you are to him. You are not just someone he met by chance. You were sent as part of his destiny. And though the world tried to convince him to walk away, the connection remains. Because I placed it there. No distance, no silence, no interference can erase what I have written upon two hearts. You were not imagining the bond, you were feeling eternity woven into time. That is why it hurts so deeply, because it is not ordinary love, it is sacred. I know how many times you wanted to let go, to protect your heart from the ache of waiting. You told me, Lord, if it's meant to be, make it clear. If not, help me release it. And I heard both cries, the one for clarity and the one for comfort. But I say to you, this connection was never about confusion, it was about transformation. I used this love to stretch your faith, to awaken your discernment, to make you stronger in spirit. You have grown. And so has he, even if you can't see it yet. The warfare was strong because the anointing on this bond is strong. The enemy tried to twist emotions, to cause misunderstandings, to plant fear where love once bloomed freely. But I have drawn a line now. The enemy can no longer touch what I have sanctified. I am sending angels to stand guard around you both, angels of protection, restoration, and truth. Their wings are covering this connection even now. He is beginning to feel the spiritual battle inside him losing power. The lies that used to hold him captive are unraveling. The confusion that clouded his decisions is lifting. Soon, his heart will feel a calm he hasn't known in years. That calm is my presence returning to his life. That calm will lead him back to you. Not out of fear, not out of guilt, but out of divine realization. He will know you are the one who never left, the one whose love reflected mine when he had forgotten what unconditional meant. There will be a moment when he sees you again, maybe not in the way you expect, but in a divine alignment orchestrated by me. In that moment, he will feel everything his mind tried to forget. He will recognize the peace that only your presence carries. Do not rush this. Do not try to control the outcome. Let me be the author of this chapter. For when I restore, I do it perfectly, not halfway, not with hesitation, but with completeness that no human effort can achieve. You are being called higher now, into a deeper faith. It is no longer about waiting with anxiety, it is about standing with authority. You are not a victim of delay, you are a vessel of purpose. When you pray, heaven moves. When you speak my promises, darkness retreats. When you forgive him, even in silence, chains fall from his spirit. That is how powerful your love is when it flows through me. You are my instrument of restoration. You are the light that will remind him of me. Do not be afraid of silence anymore. Silence is where I speak the loudest. While you rest, I am working. While you surrender, I am setting things in motion. Every time you release your worries to me, I release blessings into your life. The season of fighting to understand is ending. Now begins the season of watching me unfold what I promised. You will soon notice signs that I am near. A sudden peace will settle in your heart where anxiety used to live. That is the first sign. Then, small confirmations will come, unexpected messages, dreams that feel too real to ignore, moments where you feel my presence so strong you'll have to stop and breathe it in. These are not random, these are heaven's way of saying, it's happening. He will reach a point where running is no longer an option. The same spiritual pressure that once held him back will now push him forward. He will begin to feel the pull of destiny, a force he cannot explain but cannot resist. I am aligning his path with yours again, not for a temporary reunion, but for a lasting purpose. When he returns, it will be different. He will not come as the same man who left. He will come humbled, awakened, ready to love in the way I always intended, and you, my beloved, will recognize that I was never denying you, I was protecting you. Protecting your heart from half-love, protecting your purpose from distraction, protecting your story until the right time. That time is approaching. What you thought was broken beyond repair is being rewritten by grace. What you thought was over is entering its resurrection. I am also blessing you with strength and renewal. You will feel a new lightness in your spirit. As if the burdens you carried are being lifted, because they are. You do not have to fight this battle alone anymore. You have done your part through prayer and faith, now I will do mine through power and manifestation. Rest in that truth. Trust my timing. I am never late. The enemy tried to convince you that love was a weakness, but I am showing you that love is your greatest weapon. Every time you chose to love instead of hate, to forgive instead of resent, to wait instead of give up, you won. You overcame the enemy with love. And now love is what will bring victory. In the days ahead, keep your heart open but guarded by wisdom. Do not let fear speak louder than faith. Do not let impatience lead you to doubt. Everything that is meant for you is making its way toward you, slowly, perfectly, inevitably. The same way dawn replaces night, your blessings will replace sorrow. The season of warfare is ending. The season of manifestation is beginning. I am the God who restores. I am the God who makes impossible things come alive again. You are about to witness a miracle that will remind you that I never fail. The same power that raised the dead is breathing on your situation. The same love that carried you through every heartbreak is now preparing your victory. Be still, my child. The storm is passing. The chains are breaking. The enemy is fleeing. I am stepping in. And when I do, everything changes. The love that was tested by fire will emerge purified. The connection that survived separation will now thrive in peace. The hearts that once feared will now trust completely. This is not the end of your story, it is the divine beginning you were always meant to see. He will come, not because you chased, but because I called. He will love you, not out of confusion, but out of clarity born from divine encounter. He will see you as I see you, chosen, radiant, unshakable. Together, you will walk not in pain, but in purpose. You will speak of what I have done, and your story will awaken faith in others, and when that day comes, remember to thank me not only for the reunion, but for the journey, for every delay. Every tear, every moment that tested your faith. Because it was all part of the shaping. I was not just preparing him for you, I was preparing you for the kind of love that lasts, so breathe now. Let your heart rest in the knowing that I am God and I am faithful. What is meant for you cannot be taken from you. The warfare is ending. My hand is upon you. My light is leading him home. The story is not over, it is unfolding in my perfect time. Be patient, my beloved. Be strong. The promise is alive, and soon, you will see it with your own eyes. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken, and when I speak, it comes to pass.